Yo, what is up? So in this tutorial, all we're going to be doing is we're just going to be disabling the unnecessary PlayStation inputs that we have in our project settings. So we're going to go ahead and hop into our project settings here, and we're going to open raw input, and we want to open the access properties here, and we're going to while we're doing this, we're just going to disable our D-pad input. That way we can test buttons and stuff. So just disable that for now, and then we're gonna close this down, and then we're gonna open all of our button properties, because we're just gonna test all of these buttons and disable the ones that we don't need. So just open them all up, and how we're gonna do it is every time we find a button that we need, we're just gonna close out the close the ones down that we know that we need. And then with whatever we end up with left, we know those we don't need. So, just get all these open. There's a shit ton of them, so just get them open. Alright, almost done. Almost got them all open. Alright, so now that we got these open, we're gonna make a new input action. So go down to your third person, input, actions, and we're just gonna duplicate, let's duplicate our jump. And we're just gonna call this input action test. Then we're gonna go to our input, IMC default, and we'll close some of these down. And we're gonna add one. That's gonna be our input action test right here. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna click on the keyboard, and we're just gonna press buttons on our controller like this. So we know generic USB controller button 5, we know we need that one. So I'm just gonna dock this onto here so we can just go back and forth. So we know we need our generic USB controller 5, so we're just gonna go find that one and hide that one. We'll go back over here. So for that one I pressed R1. So we're gonna click on, or not R1, that was L1. So we're gonna click on this again. I'm gonna press L2. So we know we need button 7. So let's just close our button 7 here, and I'm gonna click R1, and then we're gonna go over here, get rid of our button 6 right here, and now I'm gonna try R2. That's button 8. So let's just hide our button 8. And now I'm gonna choose, let's choose L3. That's button 11. So let's hide our button 11. And now let's try R3. That's button 12. So let's hide that one. So now let's try our share button, the button that's, you know, on the other side of the start button. That's button 9. So let's hide that one. And now let's do our start button. That's button 10. So let's just hide that one. And now we're gonna try our touchpad button, the one in the middle. That's button 14. So we're gonna hide button 14 right there. Now I'm gonna try the PlayStation button, the one in the middle under the touchpad. And that's button 13. So let's hide that one. And now we're just gonna choose our main buttons on the side. So I'm gonna press square. That's button 1. So let's hide our button 1 right here. And now I'm gonna try X. That's button 2. So let's hide button 2. And I'm gonna try circle. That's button 3. So let's hide that one. And now I'm gonna press triangle, and that's button 4. And I think that's all the buttons. Let me just look at my controller. Yeah, that's all the buttons. And so yeah, for the rest of these, we just want to go through and disable them. So we're just gonna uncheck all of these enabled. And then we'll close out all the things that we got open here. So yeah, this part isn't too bad, but the next part where we do our any key input action, that part is gonna be horrible. I've already done it in testing, and good God, it took a minute. But it did work. It did come out doing exactly what I wanted it to do. So it's worth doing. Alright, we're getting down there. Almost done. Alright, so now that we got all those disabled, we're just gonna close all of these. Should be much quicker than opening them. And that should put us at good. So yeah, now we're gonna go back up to our access properties here, and we're gonna go back to our input, actually not that one, this one, our generic USB access 5, and we're just gonna re-enable that one. And yeah, that's all we're gonna do here. Like I said, this one, you know, you don't necessarily have to watch. You can just kind of test the buttons and figure out which one you need. But I wanted to include it so that I didn't leave anything out. But yeah, in the next part, we're gonna make our any key input action, and that part's rough. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's pretty rough. It's just tedious as hell. But yeah, we're gonna call it here. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know those down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.